Eve, once he regained consciousness, did Ed say anything to you?
No.
He didn't say anything at all?
No, he didn't say anything. But he didn't do anything wrong. Look, I don't care what kind of evidence they find. I'll never believe that you could have done something like that.
Come on. Look, I mean, this stuff has to be taken to the police. Let's just go. Let's do it. Let's get it over with, Ross, please.
Wait a minute. Not yet.
I've told you everything you need to know.
Yeah, well, I'd like to do some checking around.
What more do you need?
Well, for starters, some non-circumstantial evidence. These shards of glass, they could come from anywhere. And the clothing with alcohol on it, that's not exactly a definition of hit and run.
Not by itself, no, but when you combine that with the fact that they found me passed out by the side of the road, very near where the accident
But you
took place.
don't remember drinking that night, do you? Unless there's something you haven't told me.
It's all so obvious.
No, it's supposition. You do not remember. All you know for sure is that you took one drink accidentally several weeks ago at your engagement party when you picked up somebody else's glass, all right? Now, please, don't be so quick to condemn yourself. I'm not, and I don't think Eve is either.
Is that what you think I'm doing? I mean, do you think that I want to be guilty of this? Ross, look, I know what you're trying to do here, and I really appreciate it. And, sweetheart, I know what you are trying to do, but you're not me. I'm the one who has to live with what I did, and all I'm saying is I can't do it anymore. Please, just let me go and turn myself into the police.
We are going to go to the police, but not now. Not today. Just let me do some looking around, all right?
All right, we'll do it your way.
Good. For the record, I agree with Eve. You couldn't have done this.
No one ever really knows another person's demons, Ross.
You're like a brother to me, Edward. And those demons that drove you out of the house, they didn't turn you into a hit-and-run driver. You may have fallen off the wagon. You may even have had a blackout. But if you hit somebody with your car, you wouldn't run. You'd go back.
Hey, honey. I did a little shopping for our South America trip. Oh, I have to show you. Wait till you see the bathing suit I got. A lot like dental floss. Maybe a little bit more than that. And, oh, gee, I hope the Hellers have a pool.
Blake,
For the
I need...
piece de resistance. 2 plane tickets to Rio de Janeiro for next weekend. Ha-ha. Well, you know, I can change the departure dates. That doesn't matter about the ticket. What's the matter, honey? Is there something about the job? I mean, you didn't get cold feet, did you?
No, my feet are fine. And if Heller offers me this job, I am going to take it.
So what is it then?
We may not be able to leave Springfield as soon as we anticipated.
Why? You still decided to quit Spaulding, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't get it. I mean, what could interfere with us leaving town?
Ed. He needs me.
I appreciate this little favor you're doing for me, Dirk.
Always glad to help out a friend.
I hope you'll wait a few days before you inform Ross that you will no longer be needing his legal services after all.
Of course. But I would love to hear the story of why this ruse was necessary. Perhaps you'll tell me once we begin doing business together again.
Oh, hello. Sorry to interrupt. I'd like to introduce a mutual friend.
Ross. I don't understand. Alan and I are old friends. He asked me to help out with his practical joke. No offense taken, I hope.
Say something, Ross.
It's been a long time.
I was just at your house.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
What are you doing, Alan? What's going on here?
I'm sorry, Dirk. I'm sorry. It's just a practical joke. No harm, right, Ross?
No. No harm to anyone.
Well, if you gentlemen will excuse us, I'm going to drag you away to do some errands. I think he probably passed the test, don't you?
I don't understand. What does Ed have to do with us leaving town?
Ed thinks he took a drink the other night.
Thinks?
He doesn't remember. He blacked out.
Oh. Oh, that's horrible. He's been sober for so many years. I better go talk to him. I think I should.
No, honey. That would not be a good idea.
Well, Ross, I love him, too.
I know you do, but he is very upset. I don't think talking to him would be a good idea at all.
Oh, I don't believe this. I mean, the man was so happy about getting married again, and this happens.
I know. And it comes at a bad time for us, too, but I can't leave the country with Ed the way he is. I have to stay here for him.
Well, of course you do. He's very lucky to have a friend like you.
You know, actually, all this means is that we leave Springfield just a little later and we stay on our guard for whatever Alan has in store for us next.
I don't care about Alan. That doesn't matter. The only thing that matters to me is that we're somewhere. I don't care where it is, there, here, or anywhere. Just as long as I'm with you.
Right this way. Good morning, Mr. Marlowe.
Good morning, Blanche.
Right this way,
Thank
please.
you.
Please have a seat.
Thanks.
Now, how can I help you?
I think you will be able to take care of this.
Do you want these funds transferred to another account?
No. I would like them in the form of a cashier's check. We're closing the account.
There you are, Mr. Marlowe.
Well, thank you, Blanche. Looks perfect, as always. You have a nice day.
Thank you.
So you got it?
Of course I got it. If there's no more escrow account in Marler's name, I take it he's gonna have some talk explaining to do.
Well, this is for your services.
Not much. I was expecting a little more. This made me
I
nervous.
think you should stop complaining, okay? I should be charging for how I improved on the original, shall we say? Now, you be a good little boy, and you leave Springfield and go far, far away, because I don't want to see you here again.
I'm just telling you how hard it was.
What's the matter? Ross's knife. Now, go, now. Ross? Ross?
I want you to know that I am madder than hell. I just received something in the mail, a court order or
Listen,
something.
Ross just walked right by you. Why don't you tell him?
I don't care. This is bordering on harassment, and I want you to know this.
If some court clerk messed up, it's not Ross's fault.
Well, you give him the message.
Okay, fabulous. Mrs. Marler, hello.
You've just missed your husband.
Well, yeah, I guess I did.
Why move the account to that bank? They're on the verge of being investigated for the way they do business.
You have good reason, Ross.
Well, I'd love to hear them because we're about to take a risk. At least I am.
Just
My
do
name's
it,
going to be on the
okay, Ross?
transaction. Pay attention, would you please? I'm trying to point out
All right,
that it
let's
may
calm
not
down.
be okay.
Look, we're all under a lot of pressure. Alan's pulling out all the stops. But this is going to put us in the driver's seat, Ross. Now, you do have all the account numbers?
Yes, I have the account numbers.
Good. Because we are in a time crunch.
Aren't we always?
Okay, I guess it's pretty evident that I have to get something off my chest. So, here goes. I love Alan Michael like a brother. I know that sounds very strange considering we've been divorced. It doesn't sound strange at all. Yeah. I love him enough to warn him if he's going to get hurt. He's been hurt enough, Tandy.
What are you saying? That I would...
Listen, you know that I had an affair with Alan, right? I married both of his sons. Now, I'm not bragging about this. I'm just pointing pointing out that I know these people well enough to know the kind of hell that they are capable of raising. Tandy, these people shoot people at weddings if they don't like the match. We're talking bang bang here. So I'm just kind of wondering how it came to be that you know Alan, and that once you had this relationship with him that you didn't tell Alan Michael.
Are you finished?
I'm sorry. I know I'm sounding like a bulldozer here, but I really would like to know.
Blake, Alan Michael needs a good relationship with his father. And Alan asked me not to say anything. Well, he didn't exactly ask me. He just... Well, he told me that I could tell Alan Michael. And you know what? It got me thinking. I thought about it. I thought that it would be insensitive. And you know Alan Michael better than anybody. You know that he needs the acknowledgement from his father. It means everything to him.
You know, you sound like you really care about Alan Michael.
I do. I really do. I care about him. I like the way we are when we're together. I think about what I'm going to wear when... That sounds really stupid. I really like being with him, but I don't want to label it.
It sounds as if that there was something more than friendship with Alan. And if there was, that changes everything. Was there something more? Is there?
Want me to help you with that?
No, I can handle the leftovers. You just answer the questions, okay?
Yes, Your Private Highness.
I'm not going to let you joke your way out of this, Tandy. The way that you talked, it sounded as if there was a lot more than friendship with Alan.
Alan is a very forceful personality. Mesmerizing, almost.
Okay, I am not going to presume to tell you who you should see, but you have to commit to one or the other. You can't let it go on like this.
Oh, why do I have to do that? I mean, really, why do I have to commit to anything? Maybe I'm not ready.
No matter how you slice it, Alan has gotten you to lie for him, and that is just the first step. The next time he's going to ask for something else. It might be very simple, might be very small, but if you give him something like that, you do something like that for him, you're hooked. You are involved for life. Please tell Alan Michael the truth. Tell him everything.
Hi. I was wondering if somebody in here can maybe help me find myself. Hi, Blake. Ready to go?
Yeah. Let me get my things. Bye.
Surprise!
Oh,
Hi, honey.
honey.
I wanted to see the new office. Not to mention my beautiful bride, huh?
Honey, you know all my friends are having such a miserable time with romance, and I am so lucky to have you.
Yes, you are. Oh. You know, I'm yours. You can do with me as you wish. Okay. All I ask is be gentle.
Hey, why did you run out of the bank today when I called you? You had to have heard me.
Ed promised that he would postpone turning himself into the police, but I feel like his guilt has gotten to him so much that he's convinced himself now that he actually did hit Dylan. And it doesn't matter what I say. He doesn't believe me. I don't know how to get through to him.
The best way to convince him is to find the driver who actually did it. Excuse me, I'm going to see if Cutter knows of anything else. Detective, excuse me. Good morning.
How you doing, Ross?
Good. In the Dylan Lewis investigation, does it still be considered hit and run?
So far?
And aside from the broken scotch bottle and the paint chips that were found at the scene, any new evidence?
Well, why are you asking?
Ed, I'm sorry to bother you again, but you forgot to sign this one. Maybe you ought to take a day off, you know? I mean, you've been working a lot of hours around here.
Ed, hi. What are you doing?
I can't live like this anymore.
Thanks, Rob. Listen, where can I find the paramedic who was with you the night you picked up Dylan Lewis?
He's down in emergency. I'll send him up for you.
Thank you. You still here, counselor?
Well, weren't we in the middle of a discussion?
Let me ask you something, Ross. Does this curiosity in this hit and run have anything to do with a client who might be getting nervous?
Now, I represented Dylan's girlfriend in a custody case, and I'm friends with Dylan, so this is close to home.
Well, you know what we're looking for, right? A blue-green wagon with a damaged front end, a possible busted headlight. You know of one that fits that description?
No, I don't.
I didn't think so. Well, anyway, we've got our guys out canvassing all the body repair shops for a vehicle like that. I got to get to work. Look, I'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you very much, Cutter. Ed, the police are looking for a car that has a damaged front end, possibly a broken headlight.
You see, you couldn't have possibly done it. You saw your car. It's fine.
Unless you had the ability to repair the car while you were still unconscious, you're not guilty of anything, Ed. Look, I got to get back to the office, but you call me if you need me, all right?
All right, I got to see a patient. I'll get...
No, Ed, I do have a couple of clients waiting for me at the office.
I'm glad you came with me, Ross. Thank you.
No problem. I just thought we had resolved the issue of your culpability a little earlier this morning.
Can you look me in the eye and tell me there's no chance I was driving the car?
I'm not going to play that game with you.
It's because proof of my guilt is staring you in the face.
What proof?
Rossi's been holding a lot of things back. She's been trying to protect me. I got this receipt. I stole it from her purse in the on-call room before we left the hospital. I mean, it doesn't say exactly what kind of work was done. It doesn't have a date, but it does have a price, and it's from this shop. We're talking about a young man who lost his sight because of me.
Sorry to keep you waiting. What's the name?
Dr. Ed Bauer.
What can I do for you, gentlemen?
My fiance brought my car in here to be fixed. I think there was a broken headlight and the front ends may have been scratched or dented or something like that. And what I need to know is exactly what was done and the date. I'd like to know the date. It's a blue-green wagon.
Yeah, I remember this one. I remember thinking it looked like my car after a deer jumped out on the road and I couldn't get out of the way in time. Yeah, I fixed the headlight and pulled a dent out of the bumper so you couldn't see it anymore. The date was November 1st.
Thanks, that's all we need to know.
Hope I didn't get the little lady in trouble.
Thank you.
I'll be all right. I finally know what I have to do.
I heard that you arrested Ed Bauer for running me down. I don't want to press charges.
Dylan, that's not a decision you can really make. That's up to the DA to decide whether he prosecutes or not the victim of the crime.
He's not a criminal.
Well, he's confessed to driving while intoxicated. He's fled the scene of an accident. He's charged with reckless endangerment.
Dr. Bauer voluntarily came forward because he was deeply troubled that he may have been involved in this accident. On the other hand, he has no distinct recollections.
Because he was drunk.
That hasn't been established yet.
Counsel, the law is no longer sympathetic with drunk drivers. That would make the law a joke, and I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen.
Mr. Marler?
Ed? Ed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry how I acted in the boarding house. I'm sorry.
You had every reason to act the way you did. You have every reason to say what you did. I can't believe that you came here. I don't know why you did, but thank you.
Lynn, I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do for you?
Take him home. Take him home.
Ed, we can't get an arraignment tonight. It's going to have to be tomorrow morning. I'll try and get it early.
Okay, so he has to stay over then, huh? All right.
I'll be thinking of you.
Your room's ready, Doctor.
I'll tell Michelle that you'll be home tomorrow morning, okay?
Let's just wait till that's official.
they can't have a bail hearing until tomorrow, so he's locked up tonight. Well, I just wanted to let you know about Michelle. She's with us, you know, and she's okay. She really is. She seems to be, well, she's quiet, but she seems to be managing. And, you know, however long you want us to keep her, we'd be happy to. I sent her and Bill out with Mary to pick up some pizza for dinner, and I think they're fine. He's distracting her. Right. So I'll pick her up tomorrow morning. Well, listen, if that's too soon for you, just No. let me know. Tomorrow morning is good. I will pick her up then. But thanks, Vanessa. I appreciate it. Okay. So do you think Ed will get out on bail?
I see no reason why he shouldn't. And Ed is not Billy, so let's not get caught up in any parallels. Pete, can I take you somewhere?
No, I have my car. Look, he shouldn't have said that about talking on the phone to the mechanic.
I know, I agree. I don't know why he said it other than that he doesn't want you involved. He doesn't want to drag you in.
I know, but they're going to find out. All they have to do is call the auto body shop. I think I should talk to the detective and tell him, you know, exactly what happened.
No, would you wait until tomorrow until I have a chance to talk to Ed, find out what he's trying to think about, all right? Just leave it until tomorrow.
But if I don't say anything right now, it's going to look like Ed was trying to cover his tracks as though he was guilty from Ward 1, which is the farthest thing from the truth. I'm going to tell him.
Eve, no, wait, please.
Detective Cutter, I need to talk to you about something. It's Ed. He tried to, he tried to cover something for me, and I just want to set the record straight.
I'm listening.
I was the one who took the car to the auto body shop. I didn't tell him that I was even doing it. He didn't know. And I didn't let him know that the front of the car was even damaged.
Boy, that was some little grandstand play you made back there. You almost had me convinced.
What?
Well, I mean, that nice little speech about my fiancé couldn't possibly have been involved in a hit and run. I mean, now we know what you really think. You know, nobody scrambles that fast to cover evidence up unless they're guilty of sin, and you knew that all the time.